Master, you guys don't look good, though. You were here when we complimented another school. But this one looks like there's no sense of urgency. When are you going to get this one done?
Mr. Chairman, we will contact him as soon as we leave here to get the payment plan so that we can furnish the auditors.
Didn't you guys know that you had to contact this person before coming here?
We were not getting him, because he's outside, all his numbers were not going through. Fortunately, through somebody else, we were able to get his number.
So you'll be surprised the whole country is watching you. The whole country is watching you and listening to your answers. When you get back home, get a copy and read it and see if you look good on that one. Now, your response was the investor will use his Tier 3 to pay the on-end salary. Have you done that?
That's what we wanted to use. We contacted our...
No, but that's what you told the auditors. The auditors came there. They asked you about it. You said, we will use his Tier 3 to pay the on-end salaries.
Yes.
So what you told the auditors, was it just...
No. Everybody has Tier 3 with a pension fund. So in a case like this, we fall on them. But they told us that legally, before they can release the money to us, the staff should give consent before.
Okay.
So we will use that process to force him to write to us so that we can retrieve the money.
Sir, I'm giving you 30 days to retrieve this amount.
Thank you.
If not, whoever is responsible will pay from his or her own pocket. It's just that simple.
Thank you, sir.
Abansika, we won't let it go like that. The next infraction is on paragraph 529, and Honorable Ahinkwa will take care of that one.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, this infraction is on delay projects. The auditors noted that two separate contracts were given for the construction of lecture theaters and then an administration block to the tune of 54,522,988. But these projects were behind the completion schedule in 2 years. They were supposed to be completed in 2 years. We are in 2025. And looking at the projects, as I said, you have two different projects. One is a BU campus, TTU, BU campus construction of 4-story lecture theater at BU campus, TTU. And the contractor is Stephen Kweja Limited from Axim. And then the contract was awarded in 20 December, on the 20th of December, 2020. When you look at the project status and then payments, nothing has been paid to the contractor. What is the reason? So take us through.
This is a Get Fund project, and the contract was awarded as stated. For the BU one, we have not received any payment. Yet the contractor is still working. For the lecture hall and administration block, the contract sum was 33 million plus. Early this year, we received 4,562,000 as part of the payment for the lecture hall plus admin. So we are still following up at Get Fund to get the payment to complete the project.
So, the second project is the construction of a lecture theater and then renovation of an administration block.
Yes, please.
Some payments have been made.
Yes, please.
That is
4.5 million.
Yeah, 4.5 million. So, which one is that amount catering for? Is it the
catering
renovation
for
or the
administration block, partly administration, some of the foundation of the lecture theater.
So, what is the status of the renovation work?
The renovation where they've done substantial and we are in it, left with a small area to complete.
So, but all these are funded by Get Fund?
Get Fund, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what are you doing? Since you are claiming the payment is, the delay in the payment is the fault of Get Fund, have you taken any practical steps to get the money paid?
The Vice Chancellor is
following up.
The Vice Chancellor is following up, and it's always a Get Fund to follow up for the payment. Easier.
Yes, I think the contractor is on the second floor of the 4th story. He has not received any payment, but we have sent all the certificate to Get Fund, and I'm following on them for payment.
I think you just have to follow up.
Yes.
Because a contractor who has begun a project, like we are claiming, has done to the second floor and is still continuing without a payment from the funding source, I think it's not good. It's not good. He's a good person. If I were the one, abandoning it would have been an overdue thing to talk about. So let's help him. Thank you.
All right. Takrady Technical University, you are discharged.
Thank you.
Now let's call Cape Coast, please. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Professor Kwekubuachi, the Vice Chancellor.
Dr. Anthony Hecklus Texan, the Registrar.
Stephen Ayambila Tianere, Director of Internal Audit.
Kwabno Usu, Director of Finance.
We will start with your financials on paragraph 351.
Thank you, Chair. Cape Coast Technical University, we are considering your financial performance and financial position. So for your financial performance, I can see for the years 2023, 2024, there was an improvement over your bottom line, which for 2023 you had reported a deficit of 3.5 million, but then for 2024 there was a surplus of 2,014,137 Ghana cedis. That shows an improvement in performance. But then I just want to understand a few things. With your income, your IGF went up by over 54%. What accounted for that increase in 2024?
Chairman, with your leave, I'll defer to the Director of Finance.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. A chunk of the increase came from student fees. Last year, we had approval from Parliament to review our fees. So the review fees came a bit late and had to be charged for 2024-2025 academic year. And that's what brought about that increase. Quite apart from that, we also had some grants from GSDF, which also came to support our revenue base. And then also increase in student enrollment also accounted for that. We had about 1,000 students leaving the previous academic year, and we had about 2,300 coming as first years. So these were the factors which led to the increase in revenue. Thank you.
Then for your expenditure, I can see there was some increases in your goods and services. Do you have any explanation for that as well?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So The increase in the revenue, which actually came from the student numbers, actually also came with some cost. For example, because for examination, printing and stationery and all that, which are related to students teaching and learning, we had to increase. They had to be increased because the numbers had gone up. And so fundamentally, we could see that the examination cost increased about 1.5 million Ghana cedis. And that's where it actually came from. Thank you.
Thank you for that explanation. On your financial position, I can see for 2023, your ratios were not good at all. And even for 2024, some bit of improvement, but yet you will still not be able to meet your short-term liabilities. What assurance do you give to the committee that you will be able to improve on your current ratio such that you will be able to meet your short-term liabilities going forward?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We are trying our best to actually ensure that we minimize or reduce our liabilities, current liabilities, and then also improve our current assets in terms of our mobilization. So we're hoping that 2025 we'll be able to come out of the woods so that we'll have a favorable current ratio. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. I hope 2025 is looking good for you then, since you are giving us that assurance. Because we are in November, so...
Yes, it's looking good. And we hope we'll be able to cross to the 1+. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
All right, the infraction is on paragraph 360, and Honorable Bauer will take care of that one.
Thank you, Chairman. And the third infraction is it's a payroll irregularity. 2 members of staff of your school vacated posts in February, or they separated from your institution, but you still pay them for that month, from February to May. The 2 staff earned an earned salary of 130,575.20 Ghana cedis. And the recommendation was that you should recover this money from the affected persons, David Mensah and Patrick Fiati, each 66. David Mensah was 66,337 Ghana cedis, and then Patrick Fiati was 64,238. So the recommendation was that you should collect this money and then pay save to the Auditor General's recovery account. How have you done that?
Thank you, Chair. We have contacted them. Okay. Prof. Chair, with your permission, I defer to the Director of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What really happened was that when the auditors came, we had already written to their banks to request that those funds be returned to government chest. And so the final recommendation that came from the auditors was for us to write to the bank to confirm that they took the action that we asked them. So there were 2 banks. One was ADB, and then the other one was EcoBank. We did a follow-up with the banks. ADB has written back to indicate that salaries were not received for the one, which is Dr. David Mensah, for the months concerned. However, we have done our possible best, written about 3 times. We've been to EcoBank on 2 occasions, up to now. They have still not been able to actually give us any information. They have, initially when we wrote, they asked that we give them information as to how much was involved, because it's someone's personal account, they cannot divulge the information. We have given them all that information, but still, they have refused to give us any information as to whether they return to chest as we asked them or otherwise. And that is what we are hoping that we'll get the information from them and then bring a finality to it. Thank you.
Director of Finance, you could see everybody on the table just shaking their heads. You've taken no action. The recommendation was that you should recover the money and pay same to the Auditor General's recovery account. And now you are telling us that the auditor is saying that you should go and reconcile. Read paragraph 362. Oh no, 363. We recommend to management to recover the total and earned salaries of 130,575.20 Ghana cedis from the affected former employees and pay same into the Auditor General's recovery account at the Bank of Ghana. And the account number has been stated. Now what you are telling us is different from the recommendation of the auditors. It means that no action has been taken on this recommendation.
Honorable Chairman, can I, the management letter that was given to us, as I indicated, when the auditors came, we gave them evidence of having written to the bank to ask that the monies be returned to chest. And so at that point, at the exit, the understanding was that we should, and if I'll be permitted, I'll read that portion of the recommendation the auditors made of the management letter, which was given to us.
Sir, the management letter, whatever they write in the management letter, they give you what, 30 days to comply to it? Not so.
Yes, we did.
When you don't comply to what is in the management letter, what they write later on in the report is different. You are the finance director, right?
Yes, yes.
I'm sure you have a PFM regulations on your desk.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and I hope you read it. Because look, the management letter you are going to write, that was between you and the auditors. You didn't comply within 30 days. Who validated these people?
Our staff, head of payroll and then the payroll staff.
Chair, with your permission, let me read the Regulation 92 of the PFM Regulations 2 to them. It says that the principal spending officer of a covered entity shall ensure the immediate stoppage of payment of salary to public servants and notify the Controller and Accountant General on the death, conviction and sentence to imprisonment, dismissal, or relief of post, leave without pay, vacation of post, and resignation, or retirement of an employee. It further states that the head of the covered entity shall take the necessary action to retrieve any unearned compensation occasioned by any of the occurrences listed above. So that was why the auditors said you should recover the money. So if you haven't recovered the money until now, Chair, we're in your hands. It's like they didn't take the recommendation of the Auditor General serious. So we're in your hands, whatever you say.
This is Cape Coast Technical University. Those people who validated these employees are going to pay the 130,575. I'm giving you 60 days to pay this amount. Now, failure to pay, I recommend that you face the Attorney General for prosecution. It's just that simple. Cape Coast, you are done. You are discharged.
Thank you.
Let's call Whole Technical. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, my name is Christopher Mensah, an associate professor of hospitality and tourism management and a pro-vice chancellor of Ho Technical University.
Honorable Chair, my name is Christopher Ameho, registrar Ho Technical University.
Honorable Chair, I'm Dr. Frank Kulu, Acting Director of Internal Audit, Ho Technical University.
Honorable Chair, my name is Augustine Kwame Usu, the Director of Finance.
Honorable Chair, my name is Nicholas Kofi Awaga. I'm the Director of Works and Physical Development.
All right, thank you. Honorable Abena Oseasare will go through the financials with you.
Thank you. First, want to go straight to your financial position because I have seen some anomaly, if I should put it that way. Your current liabilities, it moved from 4.5 million to 17.4 million. Can you share with us what's caused this huge increase and why?
Honorable Chair, I will seek your leave to ask the Director of Finance to respond to this question.
Honorable Chair, thank you. It moved from 4 to the 17 because in 2024, the academic board decided to defer the reopening from October to January. So at the school fees that we had collected by that time, we needed to defer the income to 2025. So the figure there is 10.49 million. Again, we were holding on to a project funds, which we had not done the activities. So there was also a need to defer that money to the following year where the activities will be carried out. Thank you.
Okay, then I think I'm comfortable with that explanation.
Thank you, Madam.
But I want to find out from you, what happened such that your expenditure moved from 98.5 million in 2023 to 135 million in 2024?
It is attributable to the compensation of employees. The compensation of employees, we have the statutory government salaries, in addition to the allowances that we pay from IGF. We have the allowances such as the end of service benefit, online teaching allowance support, board and committee allowances, which are all paid, and it's added to as part of the compensation for employees. So that's how come the figure increased. Again, in 2024, we had an increase in the number of students. 2023, we had about 5,000 students. It increased to 7,000 in 2024. So because of that, expenses like teaching materials, examination materials, all those...
So you had how many students in 2023?
2023, we were about 5,000.
And then 2024?
It will increase to 7,001.
It increased to 7,000.
Yes, please, Madam.
7,000. An additional 2,000. What's the percentage? It's just your student population increased by 2,000.
Yes, please.
But your 2,000 students,
yeah.
When there were 5,000 students, yes. Your goods and services was 12.1 million.
Yes, please.
And then they increased to 7,000 students.
Yes, please.
And it jumped to 22.3 million.
Yes. It can also be attributed to the general inflation level that we have in 2024 too. So it's not only the...
Give me the breakdown of your goods and services.
With your permission, can I take my...
Yes, please.
Yes, can I proceed?
Yes, please.
We have materials and office consumables, 3.8 million, as against 2.1 in 2023. Utilities, we have 3 million, as against 1.7 in 2023. Then rental and leases, 547,000, as against 532 in 2023. Transport, travel and transport, we have 4.3 million compared to 2.5 in 2023. Then repair and maintenance, 2.4 against 1 million in 2023. Training and seminar conferences, 1.7 to 906,000 in 2023. Then special services, which has another breakdown, 5.1 to 2.7 million.
So you mentioned all that. So where did the inflation hit such that you saw your goods and services with 5,000 students move from 12 million to 22.3 million?
Madam, I've attributed it to two things. One, because of the numbers, certain figures also changed. Certain expenses went up. Then the general inflation level too has influence on all the expenditure that we
Yes, the general inflation level in 2022, it was around 54.7. In 2024, it came down to 23%. So when you tell me the general inflation level, respectfully, where? I just want to know where. Because you see, you're telling us that your student population went up by 2,000. And that 2,000 with all the other equally important things that you needed to purchase for the rise in the student numbers, saw your goods and services increasing by an additional 10 million.
Yes.
But then when you mentioned the items,
Yes.
you check your transport, you check your training and you mentioned training and something.
Yeah.
You see the huge difference.
Yes.
So I'm asking you, when inflation was 54%, and it was coming down in 2023, you did 12.1 million. And then in 2024, when it was around 23%, it rather went up. That's an inverse relationship.
Madam, the average for the year is what maybe you are talking about. But we started on a very high note at the beginning of the year.
Share it with me. In January 2024, what was the rate?
Please, madam, I don't have the figures. Sorry.
You don't have the figures yet.
Yes.
You are using that as your analogy for increasing your goods and services from 12 million to 22 million.
Madam, it's not only about the inflation, but I've also said that the student numbers went up.
The students' numbers went up by an additional 2,000.
Yes.
And going up by 2,000 shouldn't warrant an almost 100% increase in your goods and services.
Madam, when you check the utilities too, it is also increased from 1.7 to 3 million with our utilities bill.
And your transport also went up. So, when you sit here and you tell us it's inflation, when you yourself now admit that your utilities went up from 1 point something to 3 million, and then your transportation went up from 1 point something to another 3 million. So when you make that analogy, don't try and come and play politics here.
Madam,
you speak to the facts.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is that your student numbers went up by 2,000. Yep. Your goods and services has gone up by an additional 10 million. And you said it's inflation. And I'm saying that when I compare 2023 inflation to 2024 inflation, the numbers came down substantially from 2023. And in 2023, where it was even up, you did 12 million with 5,000 students. And it's gone up to 7,000 students, I understand. But the rate at which your goods and services has increased, it far outweighs, one, the number of students, and the rate of inflation you claim was the cause of this. Today you think you can explain it away. Inflation is 8%. Next year you come, you say inflation again, the whole world will be watching you. I also see specialized expenses here. Can you share with me what specialized expenses is from your end?
I have a schedule I have to refer to, madam. There's a schedule to it I will share with you. Madam, with your permission, can I mention them?
Yes, yes, please.
We have sports, recreation, and cultural materials, 43,000. Then we have teaching and examination costs, 1.96 million, as against 1 million. Then trade promotion and exhibition, congregation expenses, then production unit expenses. Yes, specialized.
Your specialized expenses, as I see in this account, is 834,000. Auditors, can you confirm? Is that that is what you have here as specialized accounts? But the breakdown you have given me is way above that.
Yes, Honorable Chair, it is exactly as is indicated in the report. I think maybe he's mentioning from a different note, because what we have here, the details are here. You have insurance and compensation, 145,000. You have professional fees, 67,000. Court expenses, 74,000. Awards and rewards, 4,632. Donations, 40,567. Contributions, 80,822. Special operations, 331,857. And scholarship and bursaries, 88,545. So when you put all together, you get 834,000.
Thank you very much. So can you speak to that? What you gave to the auditors based on that, they use it to prepare your financial performance. So if you can speak to that one and break it down, I have a few questions on that one.
Madam, sorry, I was reading from special services. I'm sorry. So it is what the auditors have said. I'm sorry.
Yes, I had special operations and a couple of other line items. At your end, what special operations do you undertake? Just share with that.
Madam, we are using the GOG chart of accounts. And as a university, there are certain expenses that we do, but which is not on the chart of account. So that's where, until recently, we didn't have a line for accreditation. So now that it has been created, we are now using it as well. So those expenses that were not clearly stated on the chart, the GOG chart of account, that's where we are putting them.
Yes, so tell us, what are some of the line items that did not have, that you couldn't find in the chart of accounts that you put under special operations?
Like I said, we didn't have accreditation.
Yes.
Then, in fact, this is what really come to mind.
You can check from your.
I don't have the ledger here.
Oh, but respectfully, you are coming to speak to your performance, financial position, financial performance. And so if you tell me you don't have what fed into the numbers that we have here, that shouldn't be.
Honorable, please, the ledger that contains the various items, that is what I don't have. I will have the prepared account and not the ledger.
Yes, but it's like notes to the account, and you should have notes to the account.
The note is here.
Yes, and then you said special operations, and I'm asking you, give me the breakdown of your special operations. And you said there are item or line items that don't have, that cannot be found in the chart of accounts. So you bulk it under special operations. I said, give me an example. You said accreditation. So accreditation alone took the 143,000.
I don't have it too. I can't find it.
Prof, please, can you tell us something?
Honorable Chair, thank you very much. As he mentioned, accreditation constitutes a greater proportion of the expenditure when it comes to the special operations. If you allow us, he will do a further consultation in the laptop and then provide the fine details as to what constitutes the special operations in terms of the breakdown. Thank you.
Okay, so you will furnish us with that. He also mentioned, can you please go over those items? And he mentioned one item that I find I would want further and better particulars on that. If you don't have it, we can ask the auditors to go over again.
Right, so Honorable Chair, we have insurance and compensation, which is 145,000.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
I think that was my concern, insurance and compensation. I thought compensation already had a line item in the expenditure. And so why do you put compensation again under specialized expenses? What kind of compensation is this?
Please, madam, the chart of accounts has that account head item. But what is actually there is for the insurance on our transports, insurance for the students when we admit them, we do insurance for them. All these things put together constitute the insurance. So it's not compensation for employees as in salaries, no. Thank you.
You explained why your current liabilities shot from 4.5 to 17.4, and clearly that has affected your current ratio, such that it's come down from where you could pay your short-term liabilities by 2.6 times to 1.4. And so you need to take steps to improve upon your current ratio. But I hope that moving forward, this looks like more of a one-off item, and that wouldn't affect your current liabilities to that tune again to affect your current ratio.
Well taken, madam.
Ranking, I'm done.
Thank you very much. The next infractions on paragraph 487, and Honorable Ahinkwa will take care of that one.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, this infraction is on overdue national health insurance claims to a tune of 148,000 Ghana cedis. The auditors discovered that health insurance is owing the university to a tune of 148,000 in respect of overdue claims for services rendered by the university clinic as at 31st December 2024. The details are provided in table 66, and these are the details. April to June 2021, you submitted the claims to a tune of 27,000, and 3,358 was rejected, and non-payment was made. You didn't receive anything. You submitted this, they rejected 3,000 out of it, and yet nothing was paid to the university. Then in June 2023, you submitted claims of 153,106. You received 104,000 out of that. 6,000 plus was also rejected. Then January to December 2024, you submitted 671,955. 905, please. And then 550,000 was paid with the rejected claims of 38,000. My concern here, I will come to the non-payments. My concern here, I've observed a trend. The rejected claims are doubling to a point that the last one, it is even 6 times the initial claim that was rejected? What is not being done properly that is contributing to this increase in the rejection of claims? Because that comes to affect the operation of the facility. So what is the cause of this trend, this worrying trend?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The claims officer who was doing it needed some training, because we also recognize that, I say the claims officer, the person who was working on the claims to National Health Insurance, we realized that there were some gaps. So as we speak now, we have trained him and employed another person to assist him. We also realized that we needed to have a committee which will also vet or quality control whatever we are sending to National Health Insurance. So I can promise you that when these things were done, the rejection rate for 2025 as we speak has gone down. We realized it was a gap which needed to be resolved, and we have taken steps to improve on the internal control systems and also improve on the processes that it goes through before we send the bills to National Health Insurance. Because of that, in 2025, the rejection rate has gone down considerably.
The next time when you come here, we will see a different trend.
Yes, please.
Are you assuring the committee?
Yes, please.
And if otherwise happens, what should we do?
Because the good thing is happening, otherwise it will not happen.
I hope you are not telling us this to leave you off the hook.
Oh, no, please.
Are you sure?
It's something that management realized, and we have worked on it.
And the claims have also jumped. Is it also the inefficiency of your officer, as you said?
No, actually, our outpatient numbers have gone up. So we are getting more patients now. The statistics are there to show. That is why the claims have gone up. And that is the more reason why we needed to strengthen that processes to ensure that we get maximum from health insurance, please.
Have an outstanding of 148,000 to claim from the Health Insurance Authority, isn't it?
Please, it has been cleared now. And
it has been cleared?
Yes, please. And
okay.
I have a bank statement to show that.
Auditors.
Honorable Chair, the amount has been paid by the NHIA.
Okay, the next infraction is on paragraph 493, and Honorable Kinney will take care of that.
Well, thank you, Chair. All Technical University, you are welcome.
Chair, thank you.
You're always on low. Therefore, Mr. Chair, this has to do with delayed projects. 4 construction projects had been delayed excessively beyond their expected completion dates. The Auditor General noted that the Central Tender Review Committee of the Ministry of Finance, in a letter dated 29th November 2024, reviewed and revised the contract sums of the projects to reflect the then current conditions in the country. However, no contractor had moved to site to continue with the project as at then. The Auditor General then recommended to management to intensify engagement with the contractors to move back to the various sites and resume work on these construction projects. Mr. Chairman, the projects are as follows. Construction of 5-story, 20-unit, 3-bedroom, self-contained staff flats. Construction of 2-story rector residence. Construction of 5-story central classroom block for School of Arts and Design. construction of a proposed classroom complex at Ho Technical University. Management also promised that they were going to hold a meeting with the contractors to ensure that they move to site in 2 weeks. I want to know how far you have gone about that project.
Honorable Chair, thank you very much. All the contractors are back to site. However, with your leave, I will ask our Director of Works to provide details. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It is true, but it's also true that the contractors are back to site. With the collaboration of the consultants and HTU management, all the 4 contractors are currently at site. 3 out of the 4 are working assiduously to finish the project even ahead of the extended construction period. We only have challenge with 1, that is the construction of Faculty of Arts and Design block, Measures Proku. He is also at site, but unfortunately is working at a tortoise pace or slow pace. However, they've all moved from the current percentage you see. For instance, the very first one being 72 has moved up to 85%. The second one also has moved from 70 to 85. And the 58 has just done about 2% of 60% currently. And the last one from 55 to 65% as at yesterday. Honorable Chair, to even add, just yesterday we had a site meeting to stress the point for the need for the facility. And so we are very hopeful that they all complete the project within the extended construction period. Thank you.
What accounts to this delay?
All right. Thank you, Prof. Chair. There were 2 major factors. The first had to do with a delay in payment or honoring payment submitted to get funds in early days of the project. The second has to do with, as a result of the delay, there was a need for review of rates because the initial contract sum could not withstand the inflation or the fluctuation rates. So hence, there was a need for the review. Fortunately, it was done late last year, and hence the contractors agreed and mobilized back to site. And so they are currently at site, sir.
With delay in payment, have you been able to liaise with GetFund to push for payments?